There's no reason to keep beating this dead horse or trying to ride this story until the wheels fall off about your relevancy pertaining to the Tupac Shakur robbery. People want to know, you dig? What's up with that shit that Dexter said? Dex said you ain't had nothing to do with it. I believe that you have plans on, I don't know, getting you some type of bag for the belief, for people's belief that you had something to do with it. Tupac did say your name on a song. But for the most part, the people in the know say that he was misinformed and you had nothing to do with it. I'm saying this based off research and the fact that I have an interview out online with a man who claimed responsibility for it. You dig? A man who said he was paid to do it. A man who said he had the jewelry and he sold it to Ivory Peanut Davis. He said you had nothing to do with it, and he said he was gonna put a banger in you about you misrepresenting or claiming his wreck. That's what people want you to answer.
My position on this matter was that I did not commit the 1994 Quad Studio shooting.
Okay.
I stand on that.
Welcome back to Beard Back Podcast. I'm your host. So, King Tut finally opened up about the Tupac robbery in 1994. The infamous Quad Studio robbery that led Tupac to make a song called Against All Odds. And Against All Odds, Tupac immortalized a few Brooklyn villains, right? Haitian Jack, Jimmy Henchman, and King Tut. Let's get into it. So King Tut came home. I was like, fuck this nigga, right? Fucking fuck about no fucking. And he kind of looked like, you know, Charlie Chaplin and shit, like a black Charlie Chaplin, like a little dweeb, look like a dweeb. And this, mind you, and this nigga King Tut, this nigga hard. Now, this nigga got no smut in his name. King Tut was known for, you know what I'm saying? I ain't hear about no murder or nothing like that, but, you know, he shot a cop or something, you know? He was a dangerous man. If he wanted something, he came and got it for you. So, nigga was a dangerous man, but looks deceiving, and I like that about. I like when a cobra look like a worm, or I like wolves in sheep clothing, and that's what King Tut looked like. Anyway, we came home, kept making these videos with his girl and shit. I ain't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know? The Gully TV came out because he's making all these videos that no one give a fuck about. We don't give a fuck about King Tut, right? I mean, Brooklyn, you know, I'm in the New York, you know, metropolis area, but I'm not in New York niggas. I don't give a fuck about it. All I want to know is what's up with Pac, right? I met over my lifetime. Well, first of all, I'm gonna say this: when Tupac died, I cried. I was with my father. It came on. We was watching a box. We was chilling. News came on. I fucking tear came down my eye. My dad shook his head, got up and left. 97. I remember this shit. It was a Friday. That Monday we went to school. It was raining. It was fucked up. Like Tupac played a major influence in my life. Got me through some hard times as a kid. You know, Tupac music was for kids. It was for kids, especially kids in fucked up environments and shit. You know what I'm saying? The struggle and shit. Like Tupac got me through the struggle. The most influential nigga. He that's my modern day Jesus. That's my modern day Malcolm X. I don't give a fuck about Jesus, and I respect Malcolm X, but I don't give a fuck about Jesus, right? Tupac come before Jesus. So when I see that, nigga, I'll get a Machiavelli on the cross before I get a fucking a Caesar bourgeois or Borgia on a fucking cross, right? I ain't praising no fucking white Jesus and shit, right? Anyway, so King Tut came home. Fuck him. But, you know, okay. I see his shit, you know? I said, okay, I see his shit. Then he finally came because his wife was in a way, we don't want to hear about his wife got to say and shit. And respect to King Tut and his wife, but we don't want to hear that shit. We ain't for, nigga, we all know robbers. We all know killers. We all niggas we all know kingpin niggas. Like, everybody got a king. Everybody, nigga, I done robbed niggas. I done been in jail. That shit don't impress me. I done been that nigga. Done had book kilos and shit. Been charged with murder. Been involved with murder. Been questioned for murders. My niggas done murdered people in parades and gas stations and shot niggas out of town and robbed niggas, tied niggas up, and bugged and had a case and shit. One of my niggas kidnapped the richest motherfucker in Connecticut. So all that shit doesn't impress me. I'm not impressed. That shit don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I done been to prison and did fucking like almost 9 years. Nigga, I'm solid. People love me. People respect me. I'm saying some niggas don't like me, but you know, that's what come to the game and shit. You know, I done rob niggas and shit. So it's all the same. So that shit don't impress me. It impress these dirt niggas. So I'm like, man, fuck all that. Get to it. Niggas in the feds, and I got my uncle that been in the feds and saying, oh, we nigga, that's just that. okay, I don't know niggas who rob churches and fucking trains and shit. That's legendary shit. That's a little extreme shit, right? But anyway, he finally came out, was like, yo, listen, the nigga didn't shoot Tupac, right? And the way he said it, because look, this is the thing. He doesn't have a reason to lie. The statute of limitations, this just expired like five years. It's 30 years now. This just expired. This has been expired. And it's more interesting and it's more lucrative to say he did rob Tupac. And mind you, years ago, this nigga came out, Dexter Isaac came out, shout out to Gully TV, shout out to Brian Glaze TV. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing negative to say. Those is good YouTubers, good Black American YouTubers. Go check them out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them niggas. Peace to them niggas. Peace to them niggas, right? Anyway, this nigga came out saying he robbed Pac and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then, the nigga Zayd came out saying he ain't recognize the big nigga and shit. He
know where you from and what's your relationship to Tupac and your relationship to the situation.
Yo, what's good? This is Zayd, man. What up? Informants, what's the deal, man? Look here, man. There's a lot of dudes out there running their mouth, you know what I mean, talking like they know what the deal is with this Pac shit. Now, it amazes me that it's a grown-ass man talking about, he did this, he did that, man is in prison. I'm just saying, I ain't too sure about that, bro. Because I was there, you know what I mean? Your whole style, your whole way you look, your size, everything. I don't know you, bro. Dexter Isaac cat, I don't know you, bro. Your whole MO, it just don't fit. You know what I mean? I don't see where you was there. Because I was there. I don't step out my comfort zone like a straight up G, man. It wasn't no fear in his eyes. Your height don't fit. Your skin complexion don't fit. Your accent don't fit. Nothing. Like the dudes that I ran into on that evening, they was hungry. Your whole MO, it just don't fit. And I don't see where you was there, because I was there.
Saying, then, the Lil Sean came out, you know what I'm saying? So, this just started with Black Americans versus immigrants. Let's just put it this way. Tupac would still be alive if these immigrant culture vultures was never allowed in our communities, because they gentrify our communities. I'm saying they come in our communities and they gentrify us. White people don't just gentrify us or colonize us. Also Caribbeans, Latinos, and these other groups. Anybody Black American come into our community, they're colonizers and gentrifiers, right? Especially Caribbean Black motherfuckers, right? Because they look like us. They camouflage as us. We don't call them colonizers. We don't call them gentrifiers. But they come in the communities, then our communities become a Caribbean community or a Latino community. They don't go amongst white people and their communities and shit and build shit. They come amongst us, looking like us, betraying us, right? We should never allow these niggas into the drug trade. We should never allow these niggas into hip-hop music. But here these niggas go, you know what I'm saying? And we gave these Caribbean niggas, we gave these niggas reggae. We gave these niggas reggaeton. We let them remix our shit and copy our shit. We influenced them niggas to have their own shit, but they can't get it. They always in our fucking shit, right? So anyway, Zayd said his thing. Lil Sean came on. Math Hoffa, shout out to Math Hoffa. He's an immigrant nigga too. Said his little thing. He's acting like he was tough and shit, Then, Haitian Jack came out, had his little piece. And I believe Haitian Jack. But I never trusted Haitian Jack. Haitian Jack always gave me informant vibes. Tupac called a nigga a snitch, right? Though no paperwork have been proven, so we can't call a nigga a snitch. But I want niggas to know something. All snitches don't come with paperwork. All snitches don't get on a stand. Confidential informants and people give cops information or cooperative, them niggas is snitching too. In any degree, it don't matter the degree. You cooperate other than, a car accident or a child's involved, shit like that. That's not snitching. You can tell them the pedophile. You can tell about a car accident. Shit. That's not snitching, right? That's not street shit. That's not criminal shit. But and another nigga, a white cop was on fucking line. Let me put this together for you, right? So so the hero is Tupac. The martyr of the shit is Tupac, right? Now, let me identify the motherfucking Caribbean villains.
What do you say? Those guys from the island. Those guys from the Flatbush section of Brooklyn. So basically, you got the blacks, American that was born in the United States. Then you got the blacks that was born in, like the Jamaicans, the Haitian. Guess what? They was born in different countries. And guess what? They hate black African Americans. They hate us with a passion.
Exhibit A, Stretch, a Jamaican nigga. He the one that produced Tupac Pain. He was hanging with Tupac, the big doofy nigga from, the big years and years of the rough life. And running tough with a knife and living trife on the regular. Bucking down competitors. Seeing them chase him down like a fucking predator. That nigga, right? that was supposed to be Tupac boy. Now,
He was like, how do you think we knew when Pac was coming to the studio? He was making it seem like Stretch was giving him the drop. This is what they saying, bro. This is the people that saying they was involved. You understand? So it's hard to defend that, you know what I mean? It's hard to defend that when even Pac felt like something wasn't adding up.
You know what was weird to me, man? Like, he was just talking crazy, man. I mean, let me see if I can find this right quick so you can hear it.
Bro, I'm going to tell you like this. Like, when Pac first got shot, I remember he was on, I said it before, when he was on Jazzman, a guy couch, and Big Stretch came to him. This was awkward for me, bro, because I'm fresh off the block. I'm fresh from the ghetto, like from Irvington, New Jersey, straight to hanging around Pac. So I already know how people move, you know what I mean? So when he came and said, Jimmy Henchman, I remember like yesterday, Jimmy Henchman said, you don't want to go to war because you don't got your money right. And I'm looking like him. I'm the only one that said, how do a friend bring this message to a friend? Like, you know what I mean? So that felt awkward to me. Like, I'm not going to tell my man this dude said that. I'm going to be like, no, like, how you comfortable to send me that message to take the Pac? You know what I mean? You supposed to say, no, this message ain't going to Pac. We want war, for example. So that Rob Pac on YouTube saying, how do you think we know when Pac was coming to the studio? He said Stretch was telling them this. When it comes to these dudes.
So that day that shit happened, November 30th, 1994, it wasn't just Tupac and Freddie Nichols. Stretch was with them too?
Stretch was with them too, yeah. Stretch set the whole shit up. He was in cahoots. He was giving us play-by-play where they was at. On their way there, he was in communication with Jimmy and shit. You know, Jimmy promised them two big eights and shit.
Wow. So he sold Pac out for a quarter brick, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Haitian Jack was a nigga who put Tupac under the wing. The nigga who sexually assaulted the bitch and Tupac got blamed for Haitian Jack like 6 months for a fucking rape charge, right? All right. This nigga's Tupac hanging with. Biggie Warner nigga. Biggie too is a Caribbean nigga. Biggie know these niggas. C Gutter Caribbean niggas. So it's the Brooklyn niggas is Caribbean niggas. So you got Jimmy Henchman, top of the pyramid. The assistant pit, Jimmy Henchman, even though they didn't get along, and Jimmy Henchman tried to put a hit on Haitian Jack, right? All this is going on. Now, got the nigga, Dexter Isaac, a nigga from Tobago or Trinidadian nigga, right? And these niggas grew up in the Flatbush area, the Vandermeer projects or the Vandermeer houses. Thit's the same project housing where the nigga John Hatcher is from. The niggas killed like 30 niggas. He's a rat. Now, Jimmy Henchman's a rat. And according to King Tut, he met up with the nigga Dexter Isaac. Dexter Isaac told that nigga he needs somebody to get out. One hand wash the other. King Tut, solid nigga, solid black American nigga, was like, nah, nigga, I don't get down like that. And now this nigga tried to sell a book, Dexter Isaac, and he tried to sell a book and shit.
A number of other things. But Dexter Isaac wanted to help me get out of prison at that time. And Dexter came to me and he told me that he can help me get out of prison if I can help him get out of prison. And I asked Dexter, when you say if I can help you, if there's something I could do to help you get out of prison, I would do it, but what are you speaking about? And Dexter told me that he needed my assistance in helping them get out of prison. And what he needed was cold case homicides. So when Dexter told me that, he wanted me to give him homicides to help him give to the government so that he could get out of prison. I automatically told Dexter Isaac that, yo, I never killed nobody in my life and I don't know anything about no homicides. And I told him that if you're really trying to help me get out of prison based on the crimes that I was in prison for, just do it out the kindness of your heart. And when I get home, I will do everything in my power to help you get out of prison. But I explained to him that I'm not going to do anything to harm anybody else or to put anybody in jeopardy as far as working with the government. You know, I told him I'm a man, and even though I'm incarcerated for a crime that I didn't commit, I used to be a bad guy, and sometimes in life, that's just how things happen. You'll be in jail for something you didn't do, but what about the things that you did do? And he couldn't really accept that, because he was a really weak type guy. He was really desperate to get out, and you know, he did a lot of crying about things that when you're a man and when you're a street guy, you don't really cry about, you know?
Get out of jail. Can you speak on that, bro?
Yes, sir. First of all, I would never, ever, ever ask Tut to do no shit like that, because that is completely wrong. Me and Tut is on two different levels. I'm in jail presently right now for murder for hire, okay? So we on two different levels. What me and my boys was doing is completely different. What I was doing is completely different what Tut was doing. You know, Tut is a nigga that stays in the projects and rob little niggas that's buying little ounces and 62s and selling nickel crack in the lobby and go take their little $1,000 or 1,500. I go after motherfucking niggas that's moving bricks. You know, it's a different level. I don't fuck with dudes that Tut is a nigga that went and robbed the church where his mother go to and robbed them. I don't do shit like that. It's principles. I got principles and morals. Although I'm not a good guy, or never, when I was younger, I was a bad guy, but I will never go rob a church, okay? This nigga is what went to jail for snatching Crystal the payphone, all right, and took her in a Cherokee truck, took her jewelry, her coat, and raped her. I don't associate with men that rape women and rob them. I rob gangsters, niggas that's thinking they're tough. We on two different levels to this shit. As the great Kendrick Lamar said, he is not like us. I want you to replay that song for me when you do this shit. He is not like us. I help the little niggas in my neighborhood when I hit a lick and get them shit, let them come up on their feet. We're two different levels. I try to be on the low. I don't want to be famous. I wasn't that type of guy out there trying to make a name for myself or clout chasing. I try to be under the radar, take care of my family and my loved ones. That's why niggas still love me in the streets. I got a good support system. And if I'm knocking off bodies, why do I need, and I'm around niggas that do that, why would I go to a nigga that doing petty robberies for some shit like that? I'm doing life in prison for this. On the 1993 bombing of the World Trade Center, when they drove that van underneath there, I'm in prison for knocking Waleed Hamunda, who is the cousin of Ramzi Youssef, okay, was married to my co-defendant. I got a female co-defendant. I'm in there for putting two in his motherfucking head. I don't need to go ask Tut about no goddamn bodies, because we on two complete different levels, okay? So, yeah, let's clear that up right there. There's no reason for me to even associate with a nigga like that. I don't do petty shit.
Throwing dirt on a nigga King Tut, acting like King Tut wasn't nobody in the streets. And everybody know King Tut. Nobody heard of Dexter Isaac, but Dexter Isaac was a real nigga. His baby mom was a semi-famous rapper, Nikki D. You know what I'm saying? He was fucking salt, so Dexter Isaac was somebody. I'm not acting like this nigga was nobody, right? Now, so we got Haitian Jack the Caribbean, Jimmy Henchman the Caribbean, Stretch is the Caribbean, and Stretch was giving the nigga, according to Dexter Isaac, the drop of Tupac where he's gonna be at and shit. Tupac was mad at the nigga, Stretch. Stretch got killed exactly a year later by Supreme, the Supreme team niggas. Not saying Supreme did it, but I think Supreme got charged with that killing him. Supreme's a black American nigga too, right? Didn't snitch, not a snitch. Jimmy Henchman's a snitch. Haitian Jack has a handler on fucking YouTube saying he gave World, because World from Lafayette Gardens, the Brooklyn nigga who was terrorizing shit, was on Haitian Jack Hills. Nigga had a handler, and he gave the police World number.
He was no real position to give me any information that that I really needed. Oh. And he didn't want to be in that position. And the only reason he talked to me is because I was his ticket to stay in the United States.
Right. It sounds like a nice way to put it as dry snitching.
Nice way to put what?
How you're putting it is like a nice way of saying dry snitching.
No, I mean, he never dry snitched anybody. I mean, if he gave me the phone number, he gave me the phone number.
Right,
that is cooperating. That is whatever. Absolutely. But there's a lot, I've met a lot of gangsters. There's been a lot of high-level gangsters that have cooperated with law enforcement. And my guy was outside and called me up and said, hey, Jack just shot a couple of people. Actually, he called my partner up. So, yeah. So I said, Houston, we have a problem. Our source is now gone rogue. Our source is now gone rogue. We have a problem. Our source is now gone rogue. And I called Jack up and told him to meet me in the Hyatt House, a hotel on the Sunset Strip.
That's police shit. That's some informant shit. Haitian Jack give you, you know what I'm saying, a Whitey Bulger, bigger than life type of shit. Nigga do deals, and when the police looking for him, the FBI know he out, or he's in LA, he's robbing fucking cartel members, he's selling a little weed. The FBI know this nigga was robbing cartel members.
What could Jack have given me? People he extorted from? You know, Jack got to the stage of his career where he was like a gentleman gangster. He was doing some pot deals on the side, doing some heavy duty pot deals with some Mexican guys. But he was throwing parties out in Beverly Hills. He was making a decent coin.
He was selling a little weed on the side. That's informant shit. Because, you know, give enough information and shit, you work for the FBI, you get to do certain shit. Ain't it funny? You get to do certain shit, right? So another nigga, I think I named some Italian nigga named Ori, Ori. Some old Italian nigga called nigga Haitian Jack a rat too, or Italian nigga, right? Called him nigga rat too. Everything suggests that Haitian Jack is an informant in a rat. Shot a nigga, he didn't go to jail. He got deported back to his fucking island. Nigga don't do no fucking jail time for nothing. Niggas very invasive, very, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, when a nigga with that type of name, he doing no fucking time, is very fucking invasive, right? They got all these kind of niggas in trunks, and nigga was a silent nigga. He got some fan. He has a fan club. So we got Haitian Jack, Dexter Isaac. Dexter Isaac didn't tell on a nigga, but according to King Tut, the nigga wanted King Tut to cooperate. King Tut didn't cooperate. Now, back to King Tut in his confession, right? He was like, yo, I didn't do it. Now, I'm going to tell you, I believe Haitian Jack didn't have nothing to do with it either, but I believe Haitian Jack was talking to Jimmy Henchman about Tupac jewels, like, yo, nigga, yeah, nigga, Tupac bought this, he bought that, he bought that, and while he was in good graces, he was telling them this. I believe this. You know, we had took the Tupac shopping and shit, he got to shine, right? Look at this nigga, he got it. I believe Jimmy Henchman was seeing that shit, you know, niggas a conniving ass, hating ass Caribbean niggas. Caribbean niggas been hating on us forever. Shout out to Brian Glaze. Brian Glaze said this shit, hating on us. They never liked us, right? So when shit went wrong and Tupac got fucked up with Jimmy Henchman, I think Jimmy Henchman remembered that, or the jewelry that nigga, Haitian Jack. I don't believe Haitian Jack either, though. I don't think Haitian Jack was like, I think Haitian Jack was kind of solid. He was a classy type nigga. He was an informant type nigga, but he went for bigger fish. He wasn't a petty type nigga. Certain shit is beneath this nigga. Haitian Jack, families like, you know, they somebody in Haiti too. So there's like higher ups. He's not in Haiti, by the way. He's in the Dominican Republic because, you know, who wants to go back to Haiti, right? Anyway, so King Tut confession, he was like, yo, I didn't, you know, rob Tupac. Wait, in all fairness, he didn't say he didn't rob Tupac. He said he didn't shoot Tupac. But at the same time, he did say he was never in the room with Tupac, so you can insinuate he's saying he didn't rob or shoot Tupac. You know what I'm saying? But he never said he didn't rob Tupac. He said he never was in the room with Tupac, so, you know what I mean? Just to clear that up. You know what I'm saying? I want to be accurate as possible. And I want to say something, too, right? You got these niggas online with Whack 100, right? And he's saying just because King Tut used Dexter Isaac confession on YouTube to get out. I don't know how King Tut got out, but they trying to say that King Tut is a rat. I don't know King Tut. I'm not invested, and I don't get up in niggas' gossip, right?
But right now, this work right here, the Johnson nigga is literally telling on the Isaac nigga. It's that simple. I'm reading it to you right now. 4 signed affidavits from people that was in his cell who basically stated that they heard Isaac say he committed crimes. And then he had those people sign affidavits, sought those people out, and put it in his work. You see the point?
That's telling, bro.
That's telling.
How is that not telling?
He tried to blame Dexter Isaac for crimes that he was convicted of, bro.
Because of that interview.
Basically, right there what Prince just read, right? Tut is saying in that paperwork, he's blaming the crimes that he was convicted of. He's trying to get those charges overturned that he was convicted of, and he's placing blame on Dexter Isaac. See what I'm saying?
Dexter did his crimes, he didn't do them.
Facts. That's exactly what he's saying. And in that paperwork, he got 4 people to write affidavits saying that they heard Dexter Isaac admitting to those crimes. But basically in the paperwork, they denied his motions because they said the crimes that Dexter Isaac was talking about wasn't even the crimes that Johnson was convicted of. So that make it even worse. The crimes that Dexter Isaac was actually talking about ain't got nothing to do with your shit. But you trying to place blame.
But now you try to get this nigga 4 more new cases.
But I'm a street nigga. I've been involved in crimes. I went down for other people's crimes. Never told on nobody. I know a bunch of shit, right? King Tut never got nobody locked up. King Tut never wrote a statement on a nigga. King Tut never participated with the law. Even if he used a nigga's own testimony or own confession on YouTube, that is not snitching or cooperating. That's clearing your name. Who the fuck wanna be in jail for another nigga's crime? He didn't tell, nigga. It's a confession online. He used that to his best ability. That's not snitching. If I'm in jail for killing a nigga, right, and I didn't kill nobody, and I know the nigga who killed somebody, and I'm in jail for it, and I'm not saying nothing, but the nigga who killed him is confessing, nigga, me pointing out that he confessed to the crime is not me snitching. You niggas online are dorks. The whole WAC 100, y'all niggas is dorks. Like, I don't, but niggas online let me know that they ain't been involved in no fucking real crime. These niggas don't know what paperwork is. Nigga, even sometimes you could be on niggas' paperwork, that don't make you a rat because you want somebody's paperwork. Just because someone don't got paperwork doesn't mean they're not a rat. Nigga, it's nuances and innuendos that y'all niggas just can't catch because y'all never been involved. You niggas is not real solid street niggas. You don't know. I probably was in plenty of niggas' paperwork, but I wasn't ratting. Niggas was in my paperwork, but they wasn't ratting. You know what I'm saying? And niggas who did rat on me wasn't even in my paperwork. This a nigga I grew up with, right? Nigga crib got raided, found his strap. Now, them police who raided his crib had nothing to do with mine. I had a warrant for his crib. Them same police walked from his spot, walked to my spot, found 4 guns. I think a 4.4, a SK, a 9, and some other shit, right? And I was 18 years old. Now, I didn't go to trial with that case. I ended up beating that case. But the nigga who told is not on paperwork. He's going around saying he didn't rat on me. But nigga, who else told? I happened to beat the case before we went to trial, so there's no paperwork. But nigga, y'all niggas is dumb. Y'all ain't been involved in fucking real crimes. CIs don't get exposed until people go to trial. A lot of people cop out first. But I'm gonna get back to this King Tut. I just wanna know, stop throwing dirt on niggas' names, whether you fuck with them or not. That don't give you the right to throw dirt on their name. I think WAC 100 is an informant. I think he told us, because I'm not into that WAC 100 atmosphere type. I'm not in that circle. I'm not in that orbit, right? But this is the nigga who went to jail for fucking shooting somebody with a BB gun at 16. At 16, we was shooting niggas. Niggas our age was killing niggas. Niggas our age was going to prison. Niggas our age was going to fucking youth authorities and long lanes and motherfucking little Cheshires. Niggas getting charged as adult. You talking to a nigga who is a dork, who been to prison one time when he was 16 for a BB gun. King Tut, look, much respect to King Tut. I don't know him, and for a long time I hated this nigga, right? Even if he shot Tupac, it still don't give nobody a right to throw salt on a good nigga's name. When I say good nigga, I mean a nigga from the street that abide by street shit. No matter if you getting money, nigga, or you a jacker, you a hustler, even if you a killer, it's all street shit. And Jack kept street shit in the street. He ain't bring nobody down. He didn't cry about it. He did his time. He did his time. So to let dork ass niggas online throw dirt on niggas' names, that shit is blasphemy. Blasphemy. King Tut didn't tell on Dexter Isaac. Dexter Isaac doofus ass told on himself. He confessed us. He wanted clout. He wanted to sell books. Dork shit. That's all I wanted to say about that, man. But your power to Tut, man. Go to his channel. I mean, his channel bigger than mine, but you know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't fucking with him, even if you go to his channel, subscribe, show love, you know what I'm saying? And I hope they don't fucking tag my channel for them using their content and shit, because I'm using their content. And everybody, if I'm using your content without permission, I don't know you niggas. I can't ask you niggas, but I hope y'all give me permission. I hope y'all was cool with me using your shit, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to motherfucking Gully TV. Shout out to Brian Gibbs. Brian Glaze. Shout out to motherfucking King Tut and his wife, you know what I'm saying? Respect. Now, he could have said, I ain't rap Tupac, fuck that nigga, whatever. It could have been over. I believe the sincerity of it, because it was sincere. And he was like, listen, man, I didn't do it. And I'm a street nigga. And I ain't saying I have a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I have a good feeling about niggas, right? I have a good senses. I have a good instincts. Seeing that, she was like, yo, I didn't rob him. And this is what he said that sets apart everybody else. By the way, the nigga Napoleon from the Outlaws, seen Jimmy Henchman, he ain't do shit. Seen the nigga because he's a Muslim. He nigga all that Muslim shit. That's what I'm saying. Fuck a religion. Nigga, if you did something to my man, I don't fuck about your religion, nigga. Allah, God can't stop me from getting off your ass if you violated my nigga, especially if you nigga changed my life. I don't fuck with Napoleon from the Outlaws for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some sucker shit, Napoleon. Anyway, should have did something to that nigga. You should have risked it. You should have crashed out for that nigga. Or that Allah shit. Allah is fake. All that shit is fake. The shit you believe in is fucking fake. You're not an Arab. You're not from Yemen. You're not from the fucking Middle East. That's not your culture. You adopted that. So you could unadopt that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I didn't get into a relationship, but I hate that type of shit, man. Anyway, so the King Tut was like, yo, I didn't do it. So he was more genuine. I ain't seen it in a couple of days, but he was like, yo, I ain't do it. And I would never violate somebody. He admired the Black Panther. He admired Batulu Shakur. He admired Geronimo Pratt and all these. He started naming all the Panthers and shit. And that's how you know King Tut's a Black American nigga, right? Because not one of the Caribbean niggas ever mentioned the Black Panthers.
The stand of God. So just break that down so we can put this to bed, please.
First and foremost, I don't have anything to lie about. Anything that I do, I stand on. But second, when it came to Tupac Shakur, I would not have never violated him because I loved his mother, his stepfather, Matula, Sudiati. It was so many, individuals that was in that movement that I had a lot of love for. Growing up as a child, I really idolized, Comrade George Jackson and his brother Jonathan, Johnny Spain. There's a long history of individuals who fought and who were freedom fighters for us guys. And when a person, even when you're out in the streets, when you learn who these people are, what they truly represent, and the sacrifices they made for us, they become off limits.
You see, because look, most immigrants came after the civil rights. They came after the riots. They came after the Jim Crow laws. They came after Jim Crow. They came after the civil rights was won. They ain't have family in the South. They ain't have family in Oakland. They ain't have our grapevine. They ain't have our fight. They're not our allies. When immigrants came here, they didn't go to motherfucking Mobile, Alabama. They ain't go to Selma. They ain't go to Mississippi. They ain't go to North Carolina, South Carolina. They ain't go nowhere where Jim Crow was still hot and ready and KKK was still. They came to the East Coast. They had no knowledge of Oakland. They had no knowledge of our grapevine, our struggle. They ain't ever have no family down south to visit. I'm sure Tut had family down south to visit. North Carolina, South Carolina. His last name is Johnson. That's bigger than North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia area. You know what I'm saying? These people, heroes ain't our heroes. They didn't fight. These people, these immigrants left a fight. They abandoned the fight. They parents wasn't civil rights marchers or advocates or supporters. These motherfuckers came from third world countries. They came from Jamaica. They came from Haiti, Africa. When the floodgates was open for the immigrants, for black immigrants from black countries, these motherfuckers skipped all the hard shit. They just came amongst us. Because when immigrants came here, they didn't go amongst white people. They came amongst us in our communities. They colonized and gentrified our communities. These people was the first gentrifiers. Well, after the Puerto Ricans gentrified communities too. Puerto Rican communities supposed to be black communities, but everyone comes amongst us and under us in our mix and coming, changing our fabric, making our shit more poverty stricken. More they bring that third world attitude to our countries. You know what I'm saying? They ain't have revolution in them. That's the difference. That's how I know King Tut is a real black American, and I believe he's sincere because this angle is not an angle that Dexter mentioned or like Jimmy Henchman mentioned or Haitian Jack mentioned. That shit don't concern them. They ain't give a fuck about none of that shit. They ain't for black liberation. King Tut mentioned black liberators. They saying he admired that type of shit. So that's how I knew. I'm saying like them niggas ain't have Panther lunches. They ain't have. I mean, that's how that's how you know the black American from the immigrant. Because our mentalities is different. Our heroes is different. Our style is different. The Caribbean dudes and American dudes, they didn't get along in Brooklyn. That was the beef about the shower posses, rugby boys, all these fucking immigrant groups came here with their third world attitude and had that's where most of the crack wars in the East Coast There's a lot of Caribbean versus Black American wars going on. That's what I'm getting at. I remember the crack era. I remember Jamaicans and these other motherfuckers coming amongst us. And it was a different vibe. These niggas changed the fabric. These niggas, a lot of crime is because of these third world immigrants came here with that third world shit. Turning fucking America to Kingston or fucking whatever fucking part of Haiti. I don't know, whatever that St. Pierre, some shit. Well, these motherfuckers came with that third world shit and the bodies. And we had to respond to it. We had to step it up. Because we won all them wars. Everybody gives up to Mutulu Shakur. Nigga Lou Sims, Uncle Ty was in there with him. Everybody gives. See, in the Black America, right? People think the drug dealer and the criminal is the apex of, you know, coolness and culture and influence. It's not. The apex of the Black American community is the revolution. The Black Panthers is above the Crips, the Bloods, the Kingpins, all that shit. Like, everybody you know who was a Crip, who was an ex-gang member, anything that's a Black American, they all admit that they lost their way, and the Black Panthers was the example that they supposed to have followed. The criminal nigga wasn't the person who was to lead the movement, because they're idiots. We're idiots. High school, college, youth are the leaders of Black American. They set precedents for Black American. It wasn't the street niggas. It wasn't the Bumpy Johnsons. It was the Malcolm X. It wasn't the Crips of the Bloods. It was the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the Tookie Williams. It's the Huey P. Newtons that we look at. It's the Bobby Seals. Tookie admired the Black Panthers. Craig Munson admired the Black Panthers. Monster Cody admired the Black Panthers. The George Jacksons, Black Guerrilla Families is influenced by the Black Panthers. The Black Panthers is the apex of Black America when it comes to coolness, comes to culture and revolution and style. The black leather, the attitude, all that shit is the epitome where we all strive to be. We all lost our way. The example was set by the Black Panthers, who we all should have strived to be, revolutionary and political. A Crip, a Blood, a drug dealer, a drug lord, they don't really mean nothing. It's cool because it's easy. Anybody could be a drug dealer. Anybody could be a thug. Anybody could kill their own people. Anybody could do black on black crime. Anybody can't go against the government. Anybody can't break out, you know what I'm saying, they fellow inmates out of prison like they did Sada Shakur. But Tulu did that shit. Everyone don't go against the government. Everyone, it's easy to rob a nigga. It's harder to rob a bank. Like Mutulu Shakur was out there robbing banks. Like the Black Panthers was some other shit. They wasn't robbing niggas. They was robbing drug dealers and certain drug dealers and moving them on. But for the most part, they was going after the government. That's hard to do when you get targeted. FBI nigga, the Black Panther was the biggest threat in America. That's hard to do, and they knew what they was doing. It's easy to gangbang. It's easy to sell dope. It's easy to get a bunch of bitches. It's easy to just run around being stupid, to have a gun and acting tough. It's easy to fight a nigga. It's hard to fight the government. It's hard to be educated. It's hard to study. It's hard to study law. It's hard to beat your own case. Like I'm saying, the Panther 9, Afeni Shakur. Now, Tut said, listen, Pop was a baby panther off limits. And that resonated with me because this the same nigga that fucking robbed his mom's goddamn Jehovah Witness church and shit. 300 people, right? So for him to say that, like, for a nigga who robbed your mom's church, you don't give a fuck about nobody. What? Pistol Pack, the rebel, but he's a rebel without a cause. But he paid attention. I'm sure he hates some of them free meals the Panthers had. You know what I'm saying? In Oakland, in California, in LA. Nigga, my father, my parents, everybody respect the Panthers. So for him to say that, I seen that nigga soul. Like, oh shit, that resonated. That's the frequency we on. Okay. And he said Pac was off limits. He said he never met Pac, never been in the room with Pac, none of that shit. And I never heard him confess. I never heard nobody even say that Tut did. Tut never said this shit. That's just Tupac was misinformed. I believe he was misinformed by his cousin. I believe he was misinformed by people in the street. And I believe that them Caribbean niggas do crimes and put it on other people. And some people like to take credit for shit because you get clout. I got a nigga who take credit for all types of shootings he ain't do. I know niggas who did shit that I know they ain't do, and I know who did it, but I let them niggas be the voice of it because I ain't gonna do time for that motherfucker when the cops come and indict them niggas and get them some 100 years for some shit I know they didn't do, but they taking blame for it. So they come to me, I'm like, yo, listen, people are confessing to this shit, so why you coming at me for some shit? You know what I'm saying? Even though I know they didn't do it, I will feed into that. I wouldn't cooperate, but I would suggest, like, hey, nigga, out here saying they did it, how you got beat? Anyway, that's in here there, right? So these Caribbeans is the reason why Tupac dead in the first place. Because if Jimmy Henchman wasn't a fucking hater, right? And if Haitian Jack wasn't a goddamn sexual predator, a degenerate immigrant, third world niggas got an icon killed. Let's get back to Dexter Isaac, right? I don't believe he robbed Tupac. I believe he might have had something to do with robbing Tupac. But I believe he might have been the getaway driver. I believe he got paid for it and might have paid some niggas to rob Tupac and might have, because I got little niggas do shit for me. You know what I'm saying? I could take credit for it. That's how streets work. Well, Sammy the Bull, right? Sammy the Bull got accused of 19 murders. He didn't do 19 murders. He just arranged 19 hits. He didn't kill 19 people. But you would think that he killed 19 people because how it's being said. He's charged with it. He's responsible for it. I believe Dexter Isaac was paid to get Tupac robbed. This the thing about these niggas, about Dexter Isaac. When you rob a nigga and you shoot a nigga, you explain why you shoot the nigga. You explain why you left the nigga with a gun. He had 2 guns. The niggas only took 1 gun. So I don't. And when you shoot a nigga, if you tell him to show how you robbed Tupac, but you got no meticulous details. Like the nigga Zayd had meticulous detail, a play-by-play. This nigga Dexter Isaac didn't have a play-by-play like he was there. He just said he robbed Tupac. He didn't say how he grabbed him. He didn't say what happened. He didn't say who laid down. He didn't say how they got shot in the stomach. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have no meticulous details. It's just generalizations. So I believe he might have had something to do with it, but I don't believe he's the actual robber. But the moral of the story is King Tut, I believe, he didn't have nothing to do with that shit at all. I call my uncle like him, Uncle Joe. I'm saying my Uncle Joe's a square. I'm a square nigga too now. I ain't gonna do shit to nobody, but I'm saying, but you know, I act tough sometimes. I act tough, right? I'm like, yo, what up? I'm like, yo, we gotta forgive Tut, man. Like, it's over. Let that burden go. He man, fuck that. He did that shit. I'm like, why would he lie? He has nothing to lie for, nigga. The nigga say he didn't do it. Nigga, it's more lucrative to say you did do it because we want to hear the story of how you did do it. He like, man, he did that shit. I mean, nigga, let it go. We gotta let it go. As if we gonna regulate, like we have some say so, we just gonna do shit. I'm saying, but my thing is, the moral of the story is this. Caribbean niggas is the reason why Tupac. Jimmy Henchman is the reason why Tupac got robbed. Haitian Jack is the reason why Tupac had a sexual kiss. Jimmy Henchman turned rat, turned informant. Haitian Jack might be, not saying he is, but he has a handle on YouTube, a white man. Haitian Jack gave the white man World's number. World's a killer out there killing shit. That's some informant shit. Now, a cop who has an informant can't expose his informant. So he ain't gonna say Haitian Jack was his informant, but think about it. Tupac called him a rat. I think Oro Spada, Ori, the Italian nigga, called him a rat. The white nigga said he cooperated by giving me his number, by giving World number, a thug nigga. That's not police shit. You don't give police other criminals' numbers. But I think there's some shit behind that. He never did time for shooting a nigga in the leg. You know what I'm saying? He fucking never did no real time for raping that girl. Now, he raped the girl, but Tupac get blamed for raping. I know. Haitian Jack is the actual nigga who raped. He's not even a rape. He might have just ran a train on her, but he was the nigga who got, and I don't believe Haitian Jack had to rape the bitch either. I'm not even saying Haitian Jack is a rapist, but he's the one that got Tupac blamed for that groping charge that he went to jail for. Did more time than Haitian Jack. The moral of the story is, if we would have kept our culture, hip hop, Haitian Jack would have never been around us. Jimmy Henchman should never been a CEO. He managed game. He managed the Groove Theory. The nigga he had no business being in. This is not his culture. We let too many people in our culture, and we do that shit. We pay for that shit. Now we lost the icon. Nigga Tut had to do time because of what Tupac said. Missing fish. And Tupac didn't rat. Tupac got shot. Didn't cooperate with the police. Get him middle finger up, but he still kept street shit. But he put it out on the record because you know it sold records. But Tupac immortalized these niggas. Now these niggas can sell books. Tut was that nigga in his area, but now he's a worldwide figure because of Tupac. Jimmy Henchman, Haitian Jack are worldwide figures because of Tupac. These niggas, Tupac made these niggas into legends. Even though there was local legends in Brooklyn, he made these niggas international legends. And now they can make content, they can make money, they could all live off a 25-year-old kid. Tupac was 25 when he died. These niggas was in their 30s, 40s. You know what I'm saying? Pushing their 40s and shit. Robbing the kid because he was successful. Maybe because he was a little mouthy, but he's a young nigga. Should have paid a nigga his fucking money. Now you got, I think Lil Sean, he might be a Caribbean nigga. Haitian Jack's a Caribbean nigga. Dexter Isaac, Caribbean nigga. Caribbean niggas not really successful if they ain't doing what we do or in our proximity. Like for example, I thought Lauryn Hill, like the whole reason why the Fugees is fucking successful, you know, they kind of like, you know, I think they related to Haitian Jack or like Wyclef, one of them niggas, Wyclef. Them niggas only successful because of Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill made the Fugees pop. Them niggas is garbage without Lauryn Hill. That's what I'm saying. They need us to fucking prosper and make money out of our culture, but they mean us harm. Jimmy Henchman is the reason why Tupac is dead. Now, granted, them Crip niggas killed him. Them Crip American and Crip niggas, yes, we don't play that shit. The Crip niggas is different. But the butterfly effect starts with Jimmy Henchman. Jimmy Henchman put the wheels in motion. They got Tupac the fuck out of L.A. in jail, desperate to go with these L.A. niggas. And that led to Tupac death. But that's the Beer About Podcast, man. I just want to touch on that shit, man. Shout out to Gully TV, Brian Glaze channel, and whatever channel that promote Tupac and show. I got nothing but love for Tupac. I watch all them channels. Bomb First or Reggie Wright, Suge Knight channel, all them. Watch all this. I fuck with Tupac. I'm saying. So this mean a lot to me personally. I personally was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that's out the way. But I don't think it's just Dexter. And by the way, did I not mention Dexter was trying to rat to get out of jail? He was trying to. Not saying he did. But, immigrant niggas, they don't live by the same codes and morals that we do. Immigrant niggas come here and our street codes don't mean nothing to these niggas. Look at Jimmy Henchman. Look at Haitian Jack doing all this informant type shit. Look at Dexter Isaac. Niggas ain't right. That's a Bit About Podcast, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. R.I.P. to Tupac. That's the homie. Legendary shit. He's gonna live forever. He's more famous than all these niggas combined. I know these niggas don't put in work, but Tupac got these niggas on the map. All right, we out.
Today, people dislike me because they think that I may have had something to do with harming them. I need you to know something. I love Tupac. I love Tupac. And I would not have ever harmed him because I knew what he represented to our future. The individuals who did do that, though, I guarantee you, they live in a terrible life and ain't nothing good going to come out of their lives.
Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson. I love this this interview because now this matter can be put to rest. And I want to say, long live the great and talented, legendary Tupac Shakur.
Tupac Shakur forever.